represent by example. And if you truly had a better lifestyle, then you'll get 5 million sales. I'm not saying my lifestyle is the best. I'm saying this is the lifestyle most lived by the most motherfuckers out there, or a variation of. No matter where you are. I'm not no gang, like on some killer nigga shit. I'm on some survival shit. Whether you a girl and you got 3 kids, you trying to go to school and work and make it. That's Tupac. I came from a crack mama, high school dropout, look at me now. Every time they throw an obstacle in front of me, I face it, let everybody know how it feels while I'm going through it, and then hurdle it, and let everybody see it. Every time it's come in front of me, I have an interview, tell everything that happened, do it, and overcome it.
Between you and Biggie, was like, who rules the nigga kingdom and shit, basically, you know what I'm saying? I was like, this is like a fucking election. It's an election.
It is that.
Shit, you know what I'm saying?
Me and Biggie's situation is smaller than that. Me and Biggie's situation is like some mob shit. Like, they're the boss. Right, when I was in jail, Bad Boy, Puffy was the crown fucking Don. Even though Suge, as big as he was, and Snoop, at that point, they just for 2 million sales, they took the whole shit. Yeah. Because Suge had Snoop to worry about with the trial. He couldn't be out there. That's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
Into Tupac, a young cat. I want to join the family, dog. Get me out. I want to join the family. Got me out. I'm out. I'm in the family. We make out. We went through some sacred shit, me and this nigga. Me and this nigga shit. We was, every day I did my house, we was there every day. Every night we stayed up. We tossed it up together. We went out. We went to Mexico together. Went to Hawaii together. We went everywhere. You know what I mean? And thought about it. And to me, it's like that gangster shit. Not like to glorify him, but it's the politics of it.
Right, like the
politics.
Godfather.
The only way for me to come back is there's no 2-man spot. It's only one spot over like what you call nigga kingdom. It's really like it's more stronger than that. It's like once I hit you up with the words, you'll never think that again. It is the nigga kingdom on a basic level, but deeper than that, it's the power of black people. This is where our power lies.
That's what
as far as fashion, it's the young niggas. As far as the words, slang, the movies, what's hot, it's the young niggas.
Yeah.
We control that. Not alone, but we like the main nigga. You know what I mean? And he was that main nigga, and everybody tried to be like him. And nobody was successful unless they came from his camp or they was down with him. And that's how my shit is. Now that I'm the boss, and if I'm not a good person, then it won't last long. Somebody will be able to overthrow me. But I feel like my shit, But I feel like only way for that to happen is for a fan of me to do that. A fan of me. You know what I mean? Because I was a fan of KRS-One, LL, all them niggas rocking. That's why even if they came out dissing me, I could destroy them. I mastered their styles. They could keep writing new shit, but I mastered their styles, like the 5 Deadly Venoms. They had the 5 Deadly Venoms, right? And the teacher made one more nigga that knew all their styles. So all he had to do was get next to a nigga like that, and he could destroy you. All I need is a nigga from New York. Get on track with him. I had the dopest East Coast shit in the fucking world. I mastered that shit. Cause East Coast niggas love real shit like West Coast niggas love real shit. Mastered that. All I gotta do is get deep into the drums, you know what I mean? And get deep into the science of the 5 boroughs, cause that's what that is. But when you get to the science of the 5 boroughs, that's so small. I hate going to there. I hate going there. And I don't think that New York should let me go there. I could give you a group that could go there. I'll rap on their shit. Let them go there. But the 5 boroughs is not how we gonna take over a nation. How we gonna have a nation. And that's what I feel. I know the 5 boroughs inside, and I know the science. I know everything, the history, everything. You know what I mean? But I know the world history too, and that shit is small. It's dope. It's like a cool ass hometown, but you gotta grow. And that's what it's about.
The fact is, most of the motherfuckers living the West Side, or you know what I'm saying, living that lifestyle.
That's the majority, and it's just like that. That's
what it is. It's like 90%.
90%, and this is 10%. That's why I knew this. I knew this when I moved from New York. That was my first lesson, was to know that I can't keep screaming, I'm from New York. I'm from New York. You can't do that.
You learned that lesson quick.
I learned it quick, because New York is where everybody comes to. There is no New York. Niggas from New York is from the West Side. They're from down south. They all migrated to New York, had kids, and that's what happened. That's why New York has the most style. Cause it's like a gumbo pot of all these different niggas. Like southern niggas with shoes and niggas, you know what I mean? That's where the style comes from. But this is a little thing. And Biggie was the don of that. Now, I took over his kingdom. Not took it over, but it's still niggas in New York bumping my shit. Ain't like my record ain't selling in New York. And without New York, I outsold it. You know what I mean? It's like a politician's race. If I lost New York, I won the other 49 states. And that makes me in control. Now I'm the new president for the next 4 years. Crucial Conflict could go 5 times platinum, but nobody's gonna let them sign no bills. You know what I mean? They can't make no hip-hop law. You know what I mean? Like, how we did it. How we make it. Like how I plan to make it. I plan to make it where niggas don't have to dress in Versace, but you don't have to dress in khakis either. My niggas, some of them niggas dress, you know what I mean, thugged out. Some dress khakied out, and some dress like me. I'm 25, so I can't be khakied out. That any nigga you see out there khakied out, as old as he is, like, you know what I mean? I don't care if you put it out there or not, but I just don't like I dig Ice Cube. I looked up to him. But because I looked up to him and I studied his style, mastered his shit, I know what he's doing is wrong. His shit ain't selling, so now he's going on the war shit, and he's using us as the gas. He just dropped some shit called Bad Am. And if you listen to it, you can see he hit him up and was like, oh, that's how it's supposed to be. Why he wasn't making him bow down when I was in jail? That's what I mean, that's wrong. See, now that's wrong, and I'm not gonna let that happen, because then that would make me obsolete. If I let him come back and take, you can't have this. You know what I mean? I'm not doing that. And De La Soul and all these niggas, I won't let them do that. Like Melly Mel and them true pioneers. If they diss me, I would've dissed them. But they came to the studio, every time I see them niggas, I bow down respectfully. Not bow down to them as men or as performers, but as elders. Like, that's like if you see any old mob nigga coming. You know what I mean? Get that nigga a table before you give me a table. Let him in before you let me in. Because I do know I'm the don there. But I know if I'm not the don, I want that respect, because to be the don at one point means you had to have something. And for him to write the message and all that shit, it did inspire me, it did do something. He got a pass. Unless he crossed it. And he hasn't. So we trying to get him a deal. He about to get a deal just using my name. And I got free and got rich just using his name and using his record. I did the same thing to Nas, homie. I swear to God, I seen this nigga Nas at the House of Blues. I caught him out of pocket and everything. I was deep with my niggas. I know he didn't have no guns. We could've rushed him right there. I was like, what's up, yo? I said, yo, this East Coast, West Coast shit is not about you. Don't get caught up in. I swear to God, we love you. We got love for you. And I saw Wu-Tang, I saw Method Man, and like a couple months earlier, one of their niggas had got, he was in our club, 662, and somebody snatched the chain, you know, put hands on him. We got the chain back and found the niggas that did it. That's love. And I went to Method Man like, yo, we handled that, me and shit, want to talk to you. That was never our orders, no, that wasn't supposed to go down. We got the niggas that did it, we got the shit. Whenever, that's just me. You know what I mean? That's how we are. This nigga Nas went back home and started talking that fake thug and dropping little Jews and his shit. And that's wrong. Cause you should have said that to me when I was right there. He knew his album said all this shit. And the nigga was like, don't do that. That means you're a punk. You know what I mean? I won't hug a nigga I don't like. That's why I'm telling you now, when I see Big, it's not gonna be like we're gonna attack him every time. I might be in a good mood. And